Hi there. I hope you're having a great day already. We're going to start with our first lesson on CVC words. That's what they're called, CVC words. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So our first letter we're going to talk about is a consonant. I'm going to say the sound and you're going to repeat it. Okay? Now it's very important that you follow along and you do what I ask you to do. So when I tell you to say a sound, make sure that you say that sound out loud. Not in your head, you need to say it out loud, okay? So our first sound is You make that sound. What letter is that? What letter makes the sound? Did you say M? Ooh, it's hard to write on the computer. It's capital M, lowercase m. Yeah, that makes the sound. Okay? Our next letter is ah. So ah. You got a big mouth here. Ah. Can you say that? Repeat. Ah. What letter makes the ah sound? Did you say A? Ah. Capital A, lowercase a. Okay? Our next letter is S, like a snake. S. Put your teeth together, put your tongue against your teeth. S. You make that sound. S. S. What letter makes that sound? Yeah, the S. Capital S and the lower S look the same, don't they? One's just smaller than the other. So, S, S, S. Okay, now, you need to grab a whiteboard or a notebook with paper, and you can use pens, crayons, whatever you want. Or if you're using your whiteboard, make sure you get dry erase white markers. Don't use permanent markers. So if you haven't gotten that stuff already, pause the video and go grab that stuff. Okay, so you're going to write these letters, okay? So I want you to write the M, capital M, 4 times. Okay? Then I want you to write the lowercase m 4 times. And do your very best, neatest handwriting you can do, okay? You're going to practice your handwriting. You're going to do your capital A 4 times and your lowercase a 4 times. And then what do you think I'm going to say next? Capital S 4 times, lowercase s 4 times. And use your very, very best handwriting on this, okay? So pause the video while you write these letters out, okay? Okay, did you get all of your letters written? Okay, so our board looks a little different now, doesn't it? Let me get the laser pointer out. Let's do dark purple. Okay, what's this letter? S, this one, M, and A. And you see we have 3 pictures up here. What's this a picture of? Apple. What's this one? Monkey. And the sun. Yeah. So apple, monkey, sun. Let's start with the apple. Apple. What does the word apple start with? What letter? What sound is that? Apple. And that is the letter what? A. All right. Let's move these guys over. So we have an apple and A. Okay? Our next one is a monkey. Monkey. What does monkey start with? What sound? And what letter is that? The M. So let's rearrange. So we have our monkey starts with the M. And then we have, what's our last one here? Sun. Sun. What does sun begin with? Begins with the letter S, and that sound is S, like a snake. Good job. Okay, now, I'm going to point to it. What's the picture? You're going to say apple, and then I'm going to say, what's the sound? And you're going to say ah, and then we spell ah with the letter what? A. Okay, so what's the picture? Apple. What's the sound? A. And how do we spell it? A. Okay, now I want you to skywrite. Do you know what skywriting is? We have this air up here in front of us. Okay, you're just going to write your letters in the air. It's a skywriting. So I want you to make a capital A first. So look at me. A. Make a capital A. And then make a lowercase a. Okay, skywrite. You do that. Make a capital A. Make a lowercase a. Good. Okay, now what's the picture? Monkey. What's the first sound? And how do we spell We spell it with the letter M. Good. Now I want you to skywrite the letter M. Make a big giant capital M. Make a teeny tiny lowercase m. Big giant letter M. And then a teeny tiny letter M. Lowercase m. Good. All right. Our last picture here is, what's the picture? Sun. What's the first sound in sun? Good. And how do we spell s? Yeah, with the letter S. Good job. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to skywrite it. So, skywrite a big capital S and skywrite a medium-sized lowercase s. Big capital S and then a lowercase, middle-sized lowercase s. Good job. Okay, we're going to switch gears a little bit. You see the letter that is on your screen now? What letter is that? That is a capital letter I. Did you know that that's also a word? Yeah, words can just be one letter. The word I, like me, myself, and I, when I talk about myself. I like ice cream. What do you like? Do you like ice cream? So what's an I statement you can say? Say, I like to eat. What do you like to eat? So I is a word all by itself. So how many sounds do we hear when we say the letter I? Or when we say the word I? I. It's just one sound. So I want you to take on your whiteboard or your paper, whatever it is that you're using, and I want you to draw a line for every sound you hear. I. It's just one, so just draw one line. Good. And how do we spell the word I? With the letter I. So on your whiteboard or paper, write the letter I, capital letter I. Good. So say our word again. What's our word? I. How many sounds is that? Just one. We'll do one line. And you see this heart next to it? Why do I have a heart next to it? I love pizza. We could say that. But this is called a heart word. So when we say if something's a heart word, it means it has something you have to memorize. So what do you think this one is? Did I draw a lowercase or a capital letter? A capital letter. So that's what you have to memorize. When the I is by itself, it is always capital because you are important. So when you talk about yourself and you say I, it's going to be capitalized because you're important. So I, you have to memorize, I by itself is always capitalized. Okay? All right, let's change words. Do you know this word? This is our new word. Our new word is like. Like. How many sounds do you hear when we say like, when we sound out like? Now there's, how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 letters, but there's not 4 sounds, is there? There's L, I, K. There's only 3 sounds. So draw 3 lines on your board. L, I, K. Like. Okay? So what is the first sound that we hear? Our first line here. L. Yeah, it's that L. L, I, K. The sound. Okay. And then our last sound, our last letter doesn't have a sound. It's called a silent E. And that's why this is a heart word, because it's something you just have to memorize. So when you see this, there's always, because L-I-K is not a word. Okay, L-I-K is not a word. It has to have the E on the end to make it a word. So it's a heart word because you have to memorize L-I-K gets an E on the end. So it's like. Our word is like. I want you to write it on your board. L-I-K-E. L-I-K-E. Can you write that 3 times? L-I-K-E. And what is the word? The word is like. Okay, so pause it while you write this. Okay, do you have this written on your board? Okay, so I want you to tap the letters as we say them. Okay? L-I-K. L-I-K. Okay, so you tap them. I don't have a way to tap them so you can see it. So I'm going to use this pointer. L-I-K. And then to blend them, we're going to blend them. They go like this. So it might look like this. You might see this. Like. So that arrow tells us we go this way. Like. 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 Okay? So tap it. Like. 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 And then grow your finger across the bottom when we blend it. Like. Good job. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do will be in Epic Ed. It'll take you to a Google Doc, and it's going to look kind of like this. And you're going to hear the sound, you're going to push the blocks up. So if we say like, like. Okay, so you push the blocks up for the sound that you hear. Okay, then you're going to type in the box, the word that you hear, and then this just tells you to blend it all together to say it. Okay? You got that? You can watch this again if you don't understand it when you get to your assignment. All right? Good job.